Captain Junho Kim stood with his back straight watching the massive alien ship hover above New Seoul. 6 months had passed since the Kravak made first contact. 6 months of talks, threats, and growing fear. "They're coming down again," said Dr. Han Park. She stood beside him at the window, her tablet clutched tightly in her hands. "The big one this time." Junho nodded. Ambassador Grax, the Kravak leader, had requested this meeting. No one thought it would be good news. "Did you bring the files I asked for?" Junho asked. "Yes. Everything we know about Earth's top predators." Hanul handed him the tablet, though I don't think it will impress them. The Korean Space Defense Base buzzed with activity. Soldiers ran back and forth. Scientists spoke in worried voices. Everyone knew what was at stake. General Ji-woo Choi walked into the room, her face tight with worry. "They're landing now. Ambassador Grax wants to see our best warriors, as he calls them." "He means our animals," Junho said. "He still thinks we're weak because we don't have claws or fangs." The 3 Koreans walked to the main meeting hall. The room had been cleared and 3 large containers sat in the center. Each container held one of Earth's deadliest predators, a gray wolf, a Bengal tiger, and a great white shark in a water tank. The doors opened. Ambassador Grax entered with 4 Kravak guards. The aliens stood over 7 feet tall with thick, armored skin that looked like rock. Their forearms ended in clawed hands. Their faces had no nose, just breathing holes and 6 yellow eyes that moved independently. "Captain Kim," Grax said, his voice coming through a translator device. "I grow tired of these delays. Earth will join the Kravak Empire. Today I will show you why fighting us would be foolish." Junho bowed slightly. "We appreciate your patience, Ambassador. As requested, we have brought examples of Earth's predator species." Grax laughed, a harsh sound like stones grinding together. "Yes, these dangerous creatures you think might concern us." He walked to the containers. "Your planet is soft. Your animals are weak, I will show you." The ambassador pointed to the wolf container. "Release this one." General Choi looked alarmed. "Sir, that's not safe." "Release it," Grax demanded, "or we end talks now." Junho nodded to the control team. The container opened slowly. The wolf stepped out, cautious at first. When it saw the aliens, it growled, showing its teeth. Grax stepped forward. The wolf lunged, biting at his arm. Its teeth hit the alien's skin and made no mark. Grax grabbed the wolf with 2 hands and held it up. The wolf fought and snapped but could not hurt the alien. "This is what you fear?" Grax asked, tossing the wolf back in its container. Next, the tiger was bigger, stronger, and faster. It leaped at Grax with all its power. Claws extended, it slashed at the alien's chest. Grax didn't move. The tiger's claws scraped against his skin, leaving no mark. Grax grabbed the tiger by its throat. The big cat fought hard, but the alien held it easily with just 1 hand. "Pathetic," Grax said, dropping the tiger back in its container. Dr. Park whispered to Junho, "The shark might—" "No," Junho said quietly. "It won't matter. Look at their skin." Grax walked to the shark tank anyway. He plunged his arm into the water. The great white, sensing movement, attacked. Its powerful jaws closed around the alien's arm. Grax didn't even flinch. The shark thrashed, trying to tear flesh, but its teeth could not penetrate the alien's skin. Grax pulled his arm out, the shark still attached. He pried the animal's jaws open with his other hands and dropped it back in the tank. "Your strongest killers," Grax said, turning to the humans. "They cannot even break my skin. This is why Earth will submit." The alien walked to stand in front of Junho. "You have 1 month to prepare your planet for integration into our empire. After that, we take what we want." With that, Grax and his guards left. "We need options," General Choi said. 2 hours had passed since the aliens left. The emergency meeting room was filled with military leaders and scientists. "Their skin is too strong," someone said. "Our weapons barely hurt them. And now we see, even our strongest animals can't bite through it." Junho stood up. "We're looking at this wrong. We showed them strength today. But Earth has other advantages." He walked to the front of the room and displayed images on the main screen. The Kravak value physical power, size, strength, armor. But Earth's evolution took many paths. Dr. Park nodded, understanding where he was going. Not all predators rely on strength. Exactly, Junho said. Some use venom, some use intelligence, and some... He changed the screen to show a small furry animal. Some just never ever give up. A honey badger? General Choi looked confused. That's your answer to alien invaders? The honey badger isn't big or particularly strong compared to a tiger, Dr. Park explained, standing to join Junho. But it has special qualities that make it unique. She tapped her tablet, showing a video. The room watched as a honey badger fought off 6 lions, then got bitten by a cobra, only to get back up and eat the snake minutes later. They have loose skin that lets them turn and fight even when grabbed, Junho explained. They have incredible resistance to venom and poison. Their skin is tough enough that bee stings don't hurt them, and most importantly, they simply don't give up. The room was silent, watching more videos of honey badgers fighting animals many times their size. Look at that, Dr. Park said. It's not winning because it's stronger. It's winning because the lions get tired of fighting something that won't stay down. The lions could kill it, but the cost is too high. General Choi frowned. So what are you suggesting? We release honey badgers on the aliens? They couldn't even break their skin. No, Junho said. I'm suggesting we learn from them. Study what makes them so resilient. Then we enhance those traits. Dr. Park added. The aliens think they know Earth's predators now. They've dismissed us based on what they've seen. That gives us an advantage. Junho looked around the room. I need a team. Zoologists, genetic engineers, military tacticians. We have 1 month to create something the Kravak aren't expecting. General Choi thought for a moment, then nodded. You have my authorization, but I want daily reports. As the meeting ended, Dr. Park pulled up more honey badger footage on her tablet. The Kravak think they understand Earth's predators, she said to Junho. Let's show them the one creature even lions fear. Junho nodded, watching a small honey badger chase away a pride of lions 20 times its size. Get me 5 live specimens, he said, and the best genetics lab we have. The clock was ticking, 1 month to save Earth with the most unlikely hero at the center of their plan. 3 weeks had passed since the meeting with Ambassador Grax. Deep underground, beneath a Korean military base, scientists worked day and night. The room hummed with machines. Large screens showed data and images of honey badgers. Dr. Hanyul Park hadn't slept properly in days. She stood in front of a glass wall watching 5 honey badgers in a large habitat. Each animal had colored marks on its back for identification. Red is still the most aggressive, she said, as Captain Junho, Kim walked up beside her, and the most stubborn. Junho nodded. That's the one we'll use first. Dr. Taeyang Lee joined them, holding a tablet with test results. His white lab coat had coffee stains, and his eyes were red from lack of sleep. The DNA sequencing is complete, Taeyang said. We've identified the genes responsible for their pain resistance and toxin immunity. Can we enhance those traits? Junho asked. Yes, but we need time for testing. There's also the question of how much enhancement their bodies can handle. Min Ji-yoon, the animal behavior specialist, walked over from the habitat controls. She had spent more time with the honey badgers than anyone else. Red recognized me today, she said. These animals are smarter than we first thought. That's good, Junho said. Intelligence will be important. The door opened and Dr. Hyun-woo Kang entered. He carried a small metal device. The neural implant prototype is ready, Hyun-woo said. Small enough to fit in a honey badger's skull, without causing damage. What can it do? Hanyul asked. Basic commands. Attack, retreat, seek. Nothing complex yet, but it will give us some control. Junho's phone beeped. His face grew serious as he read the message. The Kravak have landed. Another ship, he said. They're growing impatient. We need more time, Taeyang said. The genetic enhancements aren't stable yet. We don't have more time, Junho replied. General Choi wants results by tomorrow. That night, the team worked without breaks. Han Yul and Taeyang prepared the genetic treatment for Red. Hyunwoo adjusted the neural implant. Minji monitored Red's behavior to ensure the honey badger was calm enough for the procedure. "Are we sure this is safe?" Minji asked, watching Red pace in a smaller holding area. "No," Hanul admitted. "But we have no choice." The procedure took 3 hours. When it was done, Red was placed in a special observation habitat. The honey badger looked the same, but small monitoring devices attached to its body sent data to the computers. "Now we wait," Taeyang said. "The genetic changes need time to take effect." They all went to rest except for Minji. She stayed, watching Red through the glass. The honey badger seemed agitated, moving faster than normal. "What are we turning you into?" she whispered. Morning came. The team gathered to check on Red. The data showed remarkable changes. "Muscle density has increased by 40%, Hanul reported. Skin thickness is up 30%, and the pain receptor activity is down by 60%. "What about the neural implant?" Junho asked. Hyunwoo typed commands into his computer. "Let's see." In the habitat, Red suddenly stopped moving. Then the honey badger turned and walked to a specific spot in the enclosure. "It works," Hyunwoo said. "Basic commands are functioning." "We need to test combat effectiveness," Junho said. "Can it actually hurt a Kravak?" Hanul looked concerned. "How? We don't have a Kravak to test it on." Just then, General Choi entered the lab. 2 soldiers followed her, dragging something between them. It was a Kravak soldier, unconscious but alive. "There was a skirmish near the DMZ," General Choi explained. "We captured this one. You have 2 hours to test your project." The team worked quickly. They moved the Kravak to a secure testing area, a large room with reinforced walls and observation windows. The alien was restrained but would be able to defend itself once awake. "Are we ready?" Junho asked. The team nodded. They moved to the observation room. Hyunwoo prepared the command system for Red. Minji watched anxiously as Red was placed in a transport cage. The Kravak began to wake up. It pulled against its restraints, which were designed to break after applying a certain amount of force. "Release the honey badger," Junho ordered. Red's cage opened. The enhanced honey badger stepped out cautiously. It saw the Kravak and stopped. The alien broke free of its restraints. It stood up, towering over the small honey badger. The Kravak made a sound like laughter. "Send the attack command," Junho said. Hyunwoo pressed a button. Red's body tensed. Then, with incredible speed, the honey badger charged. The Kravak tried to grab Red, but the honey badger was too quick. It dodged the alien's hands and leaped onto its leg. Red's jaws clamped down. The Kravak roared. For the first time, they saw an alien in pain. "It's working," Hanul said in amazement. "Red is biting through the skin." The alien grabbed Red and threw the honey badger against the wall. Any normal animal would have been killed instantly. Red hit the wall hard but got up immediately. There was no sign of injury or pain. Red attacked again, moving even faster. This time, the honey badger went for the alien's face. The Kravak tried to defend itself, but Red was relentless. Its claws and teeth, now enhanced, tore at the alien's skin. The fight continued for 20 minutes. The Kravak grew slower, tired from fighting and losing blood. Red showed no signs of fatigue. Finally, the alien fell to its knees. Red continued attacking until the Kravak stopped moving. The room was silent. The team stared in shock at what they had created. "Get Red back in the cage," Junho said finally. Hyunwoo sent the retreat command. Red immediately stopped attacking and walked back to the cage. "It worked," General Choi said. "One honey badger killed a Kravak soldier. Red sustained multiple injuries," Hanul noted, checking the data. "Broken ribs, punctured lung, fractured skull, but the pain suppression kept it fighting." Minji looked troubled. "Is it ethical to—" "This is about survival," Junho interrupted. "We need 500 more like Red as soon as possible." As they left the test area, Dr. Park watched Red in the cage. The honey badger was already healing, another enhanced trait. They don't understand what doesn't give a damn really means, she said quietly. But they will. Junho nodded. Prepare the other honey badgers for enhancement and increase the aggression factor by 20%. In orbit above Earth, the Kravak fleet grew larger every day. They were running out of time. 1 week later, the Kravak began their invasion. Their ships landed in strategic locations across Earth. The largest landing force set up a base in Tanzania, not far from where wild honey badgers naturally lived. In the command center beneath, the Korean military base, Captain Junho Kim watched the global map. Red dots showed Kravak positions. Blue dots showed Earth's defense forces. There were far more red dots than blue. They've taken most of Eastern Africa, General Choi said. Our conventional forces can't stop them. What about our project? Junho asked. Production is complete. 500 enhanced honey badgers, ready for deployment. Colonel Sungmin Baek entered the room. He was a tough, battle-hardened soldier, chosen to lead the special unit named Honey Brigade. My team is ready, sir, Sungmin reported. The transport planes are loaded. Good, General Choi said. Your target is the main Kravak base in Tanzania. Your mission is to test the effectiveness of the honey badgers in actual combat. Junho pulled up images on the main screen. Each honey badger has been enhanced with the successful modifications we tested on Red. They've also been fitted with lightweight armor that won't restrict movement. Dr. Hanul Park joined them, bringing up more technical details. We've added neurotoxin delivery systems to their claws. One scratch will inject a poison specifically designed to affect Kravak biology. What about control? Sungmin asked. Each animal has a neural implant, Hanul explained. Basic commands only: deploy, attack, retreat, and seek. They'll mostly act on natural instinct once engaged. Jinsu Kwan, a young combat videographer, would accompany the mission. We need footage, General Choi explained. The world needs to see that these aliens can be defeated. One more thing, Hanul said. Unit HB-047, nicknamed Yuri, has shown unusual intelligence during training. We've given it special monitoring equipment. Junho nodded. Watch that. One closely. The transport planes flew low over the African landscape, avoiding Kravak detection. Colonel Sungmin reviewed the plan with his team. 50 soldiers would support the honey badger deployment. Remember, we're just there to guide them to targets, Sungmin told his troops. Once the honey badgers engage, stay back and observe. Jinsu checked his camera equipment. Has anyone actually seen these things in action? He asked nervously. Only in controlled tests, a soldier replied. They're vicious. The planes landed 10 miles from the Kravak base. The honey badgers were kept in special transport containers, each holding 10 animals. They were loaded onto trucks for the final approach. At the edge of a small forest overlooking the alien base, the team set up their position. Through binoculars, they could see hundreds of Kravak soldiers building defensive structures. They don't expect an attack, Sungmin said. Perfect. Night fell. The colonel gave the order to deploy the first wave, 100 honey badgers. The containers were opened. The honey badgers didn't move at first. Then Dr. Park, monitoring from Korea, sent the seek command through the neural implants. As one, the honey badgers moved toward the Kravak base. They were nearly invisible in the darkness, their enhanced bodies moving silently through the tall grass. Jinsu filmed everything with a night vision camera. They move like shadows, he whispered. The honey badgers reached the perimeter of the base. The first Kravak guard never saw what hit him. A honey badger leaped onto his back, biting through the tough alien skin at the neck. The guard fell without making a sound. More guards met the same fate. By the time the alarm sounded, 30 Kravak were already down, and the honey badgers were inside the base. Send the second wave, Sungmin ordered. Another 100 honey badgers were released. The battle became chaotic. Kravak soldiers fired energy weapons, but the honey badgers were too small and fast to hit easily. When they did get hit, the animals kept fighting despite severe injuries. Jinsu zoomed in on one honey badger, Yuri, number HB-047, as it attacked a group of Kravak. Unlike the others that attacked randomly, Yuri seemed to target officers. The enhanced animal moved with purpose, as if following a plan. "Are you seeing this?" Jinsu asked over the radio. "Yes," Dr. Park replied from Korea. "Yuri is showing signs of tactical thinking. Keep tracking that one." The Kravak tried to adapt. They formed defensive circles, weapons pointed outward. But the honey badgers simply dug under their positions, emerging in the middle of the formations. "They're learning," Sungmin observed. "They're working together." 3 hours into the battle, the Kravak began to retreat. Their superior weapons and strength meant nothing against enemies that wouldn't stay down, felt no pain, and just kept coming. "Send the final wave," Sung Min ordered. The last 300 honey badgers swarmed the base. The Kravak broke formation, entirely, many running for their ships. Jinsu captured footage of a Kravak commander firing directly at a honey badger. The animal was thrown backward, its body smoking from the energy blast. But seconds later, the honey badger got up and continued its attack. Back in Korea, the command center watched the live feed in amazement. "It's working even better than we hoped," Junho said. General Choi nodded. "Send the footage to all Earth Defense Forces immediately, and begin deploying the rest of the honey badgers to other invasion sites." By morning, the Kravak base in Tanzania was silent. Over 400 alien soldiers had been killed or had fled. Earth had lost only 73 honey badgers, and even some of those were still fighting despite fatal wounds. Colonel Sung Min reported back, "Base secured, enemy in full retreat." As the sun rose, Jinsu filmed the honey badgers gathering in the center of the destroyed base. Yuri sat slightly apart from the others. When Jinsu approached with his camera, the honey badger turned and looked directly at him with an intelligence that seemed almost human. In orbit above Earth, Supreme Commander Vex of the Kravak forces received the reports from Tanzania. He watched the footage of the small Earth animals tearing through his best troops. "What kind of demons have these humans created?" Vex transmitted to the Kravak homeworld. "They've weaponized creatures that do not fear death." For the first time, the Kravak fleet stopped its advance. On screens across Earth, people watched Jinsu's footage of the honey badgers defeating the aliens. A symbol of hope spread across the planet. In the Korean command center, Junho turned to Dr. Park. "Phase 1 complete. Now we move to Phase 2. "What's Phase 2? She asked. Junho pointed to Yuri on the screen. "We let them evolve." 1 month had passed since the first battle in Tanzania. The war had changed dramatically. The Kravak were losing on every front. In the Korean command center, Captain Junho Kim studied the global map. Green dots now outnumbered red dots. Earth was winning. "Production has reached 2,000 enhanced honey badgers per week," General Choi reported. "Every major city has a defense unit now." Dr. Han-Nul Park entered with exciting news. "The honey badgers are evolving faster than we expected. Their intelligence is growing with each generation." "Show me," Junho said. Han-Nul pulled up video from the Tanzania base, which had become a training ground for the honey badgers. The footage showed them working together to solve problems. They built simple structures for shelter. They used tools to dig and hunt. Most impressive was Yuri, the honey badger identified as HB047. It had gathered a group of 20 other honey badgers. They moved as a unit, communicating with each other. "Yuri is teaching the others," Han-Nul explained. "We think the neural implants triggered unexpected brain development." Zhonghua Seo joined them. She was an expert in animal communication and had been studying the honey badgers for weeks. "They've developed their own language," Zhonghua said. "Simple signals at first, but growing more complex. Yuri can understand some human words now." "Is that safe?" General Choi asked, looking concerned. "They show no aggression toward humans," Zhonghua assured her. "They seem to understand we're allies." Junho made a decision. "It's time for the final phase. We take the fight to their mothership." In orbit above Earth, Supreme Commander Vex was joined by Grand Marshal Zun, who had arrived from the Kravak homeworld to handle the crisis. "How could this happen?" Zun demanded. "They were primitive when our scouts found them." "They adapted," Vex said. "They found our weakness." Kravak have no weaknesses, Zun shouted. An alarm sounded. A junior officer rushed in. Grand Marshal, human ships approaching. 5 small transports, Zun laughed. Destroy them. Wait, Vex said, checking the scanner. They're not attacking, they're requesting to dock. A surrender? Zun wondered. Let them dock, Vex ordered. But triple the guards. The 5 transport ships landed in the Kravak mothership's docking bay. Hundreds of armed Kravak soldiers surrounded them, weapons ready. The first ship's door opened. Captain Jun-Ho Kim stepped out with his hands raised. I come to discuss terms, he announced. Zun stepped forward. You surrender? No, Jun-Ho said calmly. We offer you a chance to leave Earth peacefully. The Kravak soldiers laughed, a harsh sound that echoed in the large bay. You are in no position to make demands, Zun said. You are on our ship. You are surrounded. Jun-Ho smiled. Am I? At that moment, the other 4 ships opened. They were not filled with human soldiers. They contained honey badgers, hundreds of them, led by Yuri. The enhanced animals poured out of the ships. The Kravak opened fire, but for every honey badger that fell, 10 more kept coming. Jun-Ho ducked back into his ship as chaos erupted. The honey badgers moved with clear purpose, not just attacking randomly. They targeted power systems, weapons, controls, and command stations. Yuri led a special group straight toward the bridge. They moved through the ship's ventilation system, bypassing most defenses. In the command center, Do-hyun Ryu, Earth's top diplomat, watched the battle through cameras on the honey badger's armor. They're actually following the plan, he said, in amazement. They understood the ship schematics we showed them. Hanyul nodded. They're not just animals anymore. They've become something new. On the mothership's bridge, Grand Marshal Zun received desperate reports from all sections. They're everywhere, a soldier shouted over the radio. They don't die when we shoot them. Seal the bridge, Zun ordered. But it was too late. The ventilation shaft above them burst open. Yuri and 20 other honey badgers dropped onto the bridge. The Kravak guards fired, killing several of the animals. The rest kept coming. Yuri went straight for Zun. The Grand Marshal fired his weapon, hitting the honey badger directly. Yuri's fur burned, but it didn't stop. It leaped onto Zun's chest, claws digging through the alien's tough skin. What are you? Zun gasped as they fell to the floor. From his ship, Jun-Ho watched on the video feed as the honey badgers took control of the bridge. Within an hour, the entire mothership was secured. Most of the Kravak were dead or captured. Some had escaped in small ships. Captain Kim finally left his transport and walked to the bridge. Dead Kravak lay everywhere. The honey badgers moved aside as he entered. Yuri sat in the command chair, injured but alive. Jun-Ho approached slowly. Thank you, he said to the honey badger. Yuri made a small noise and nodded its head. 3 days later, Earth celebrated victory. The Kravak fleet had retreated from the solar system. In a special facility in Korea, now called the Honey Badger Command Center, a unique meeting took place. Around a table sat human leaders and 5 honey badgers, including Yuri. Jonghwa Seo translated between them using a new communication device. They want to know what happens next, Jonghwa said. Do-hyun Ryu, now heading Earth's post-war committee, leaned forward. We want peace. We will help you develop your new intelligence. In return, you help protect Earth. Yuri made a series of sounds. The other honey badgers responded. They agree, Jonghwa translated. But they want their own territory. And they want to meet other animals from Earth. They're curious about evolution. Reasonable terms, Do-hyun said. After the meeting, Jun-Ho and Hanyul walked through the facility garden. Did you ever imagine it would end like this? Hanyul asked. No, Jun-Ho admitted. I just wanted to save Earth. I didn't expect to create a new intelligent species. The Kravak made a serious mistake, Hanyul said. They judged Earth by its obvious predators. They never understood what makes Earth special. It's not strength or size that helped life survive here, Jun-Ho agreed. It's adaptability. It's the will to continue against all odds. 5 years. Later, on the Kravac homeworld, a father took his children to the zoo. They stopped at a new exhibit labeled Earth Predators. Inside a reinforced cage sat a single honey badger. It looked small and harmless. "That creature defeated our great army," one child asked, not believing it. The zookeeper, who had fought in the Earth War, nodded seriously. Never underestimate the creatures that evolved on Earth, especially the ones even Earth's apex predators fear. As they watched, the honey badger looked up. Its eyes seemed to hold an intelligence that made the zookeeper step back nervously. In its small paws, hidden from view, the honey badger was shaping a tool from a rock, working slowly and patiently. It could wait. After all, honey badgers never give up.